What's up, Mystic Manifesting family? Nick with Mystic Manifesting here, and I'm still very tired and still trying to record things. As you noticed, I got the mic now, so hopefully the audio quality is improving. I should have checked the last video, but brain farting and trying to get everything up and running. But I listened to your comments and said and heard that the audio is kind of messed up, so I'm trying to fix the audio, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, this is better. But today I want to talk about something that came up in the live where somebody said, I want to reset with my SP. And I thought about that. I'm like, yeah, man, I was in that same boat, even the phrasing of I want to reset, like just to go back to things, the way things were. And it became an affirmation for me when me and SP, when things fell apart, it was like, I want to reset. I just want things to go back, but I don't know how they go back. So I was just trying to visualize. I would do my living in the end and all my usual techniques. I mean, I've talked about all these techniques before, but it's like I just want but my affirmation was I just want everything to pick up the way it left off. And then after our whole the, every time we've done it, it's like no matter what techniques I used, I would always have that affirmation and stuff like that. But one time really stood out in particular where I felt that reset. It's like the bridge would unfold, everything was all crazy and stuff, and then we would be picked up and hanging out, and basically everything before, because it's like you would see the fight and it was like a bad dream. That's why it kind of goes into this whole world as a dream world, like Neville said. It's like, sometimes you're having a good dream and all of a sudden it spirals, you see it spiraling. It's like, why is it doing that? Why am I doing this in the dream even though I know this is wrong and it's going to make things worse? And like, spiral down, spiral down. And you're watching it, it's like, I can't control my actions, I can't control myself. Or like, and now I'm trying to run away from whatever's going on, but because no matter how fast you run, you can't get away from it. And the dream just becomes a nightmare really quick. And I'm sure we've all been there, and especially with the SP situation, it's like you're trying to stop something from happening, and then the more you touch it, and the more you interfere with it, the more it just gets fucked up. And it's like, I don't know how to fix this. I just want things to go back. How do I reverse it? And then they just completely blow up in your face, and everything's just garbage, and you feel like shit. And it's like, I just wish I could go back and reset this. Well, the whole point of this was we talked about this in a live, and the movie I referenced was a movie called Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. Now, if you have not seen the movie, there will be spoilers. There will be spoilers. I'm going to talk about the end of the movie, so to turn this off if you haven't seen the movie. It's a very good movie. Or listen to this and then go watch the movie and see how similar it is. Anyway, the premise of the movie is Keanu Reeves is Al Pacino's son. Al Pacino plays the devil. And what's his name? Keanu Reeves is a lawyer. He's a very good lawyer. He's good at speaking. He always gets all the criminals that he represents off, even though he knows that they're guilty and stuff like that. So then he gets hired by this big company, which Al Pacino, who's not revealed that he's his father, hires him on, and he gives him everything in the world, and he just keeps winning cases. But then he starts neglecting his wife, not spending as much time with her, and she starts getting influenced by the people that Al Pacino, like his demons or whatever, go over there. I'm trying to remember the exact movie, but like she starts going crazy, and she's like, I just want to be with you. I want more time with you. But he's so obsessed with the work, he forgets about her, and then everything gets worse and worse. And it's like, man, how do you fix this? It's like he can still fix it at this point, but then he does more actions to like make it worse. And it's like he can still fix it, and then worse. And then finally, his wife winds up in the insane asylum, and then like she goes so crazy that like she kills herself, and then it's like he's like, how does he undo that? Then he gets in a fight with his mom, who she reveals that, yeah, that guy that you're working for, he hasn't changed a bit. He still looks the same age, but that's your father, and he's the devil, and all this stuff. And then the girl that he kind of starts having an affair with is his like sister or whatever. Like the devil had another kid, and he needs them to make kids. Whatever. It's a weird concept, and um, the point is at the end of the movie, he's like, "Oh, you played right into everything I wanted." So that devil, or Al Pacino's character, represents our negative thoughts. That it's so attractive and seductive to go to those negative thoughts of like, or it's like, or or like the demon or whatever. It's so seductive to go to that because it's just easier and natural to. It's like he's tempted with money and stuff in the movie, but for us, it's like our natural state. I talked about natural states before. Our natural state might be depressed and angry and anxious and things like that. So we might just be seduced by like, let's just go back to what's easier for us, what we know, what we're used to, or negative spiral, downward spiral. So all the bad stuff, like Neville said, to sin means miss the mark. So you're missing the mark of positive or visualizing in your favor. So we're moving into that state over there when the ideal state is over here. And we're doing all our manifesting. We're moving towards the right way. But it's like this is more attractive, and it's like it's easier just to get angry and try to do things in the 3D to get what you want. And the whole time you're moving over this way towards the devil's side. And then what you really want is getting further and further away. And then it's so fucked up. It's like if the love of his life is dead, how could he undo this? And how can he get like his relationship with his mom back? He basically tells her fuck off and whatever. And then everything's all like at the end, it's like somebody in the live talked about it's like a fever dream. He's running around, the city's empty. He gets to the devil's office, and the devil's there, and then it's like, okay, well, why don't you consummate it with this girl, which is his sister? So it's weird. And then he takes a gun and he goes to shoot him, and he's like, you can't kill me. And then Al Pacino voice, you can't kill me. And so at the end, Keanu's like, but you need me. And then bang, takes himself out. Then he wakes up in the courtroom where the movie started after he won this case where he, like right where the movie started, where he's about to win the case for this guy that he knows is guilty. He resigns from representing the guy, says he can't do it, and then he walks away and then does the right thing. So he goes back in time. Well, I will tell you, so off the movie, I will tell you how that relates with SP. When the bridge unfolds and stuff like that, and you get your SP back, a similar situation might appear. It's like, wait, I've seen this before, and now you're in a very similar situation where it's like, if I could have did this differently before, this is what could lead to the breakup or this. It's like, well, I know what to do now. I think make the right decision this time. And it's like, man, I had a reset. And I remember one of the times something I visualized was we were having a fight and stuff like that, and she was like snuggled up with me, and I was just like really angry, and I'm like, I know she's gonna leave me. I was having all these negative thoughts, and then even throughout the night, she turns over, faces away from me. Just because someone faces away from you while you're sleeping, people move when they're sleeping. And I'm like, yeah, that's just the sign, because I had that thought. She's gonna leave, and then she left, and I'm like, man, everything that I think about happens, and then it's like so then I was like, I would go back in that dream. I was like, I wish I could just go back to that moment or right before this fight or whatever. And you just want to change that one particular instance. It's like, so then the next time a fight arose or a possible fight would arise, it's like I could change it. And I remember waking up the one night with her snuggled up to me, and then like her getting closer to me while we're laying in bed. And I'm like, man, this is like that movie. I had a fucking reset. So can you reset and go back? Yes, you can. Like nothing. That's why I say you can't fuck this up. Nothing's going to fall apart. You're not going to destroy your manifestation. You could fuck it up really bad. Visualize redoing it. Affirm that I can't fuck this up. Affirm that I want to reset, and you will get it. It has happened to me. I've heard other people. It's happened to them. So remember that. You can't fuck this up. Like the movie Devil's Advocate, you will have a reset. But don't do what he did to get the reset, because I don't know what happens after you do something like that. But I'm just saying, keep persisting, visualizing, and focusing on your goal and using all the manifesting techniques. And before you know it, you'll wake up one day and be like, man, it was all just like a nightmare. It's like it feels that whole time we were separated. This feels like a flash now at this point, because it's like, wait, were we even separated? Or was that just a bad dream? And it will tell you, just like the movie, when someone describes a movie as a fever dream, manifesting can feel like a fever dream too. It's like, what's real? What's not? Not like you're going full blown insane or anything, but it's just like, man, wait, would I visualize that? Because you're visualizing, and affirmations and beliefs and subconscious beliefs become so strong at a certain point. It may not have appeared in the 3D yet, but you just believe it. And then it appears in the 3D. It's like, wait, how long has this been here? That's why I said, like, I was dating SP before I had SP back. And it's like when she came back, it's like, wait, how long has she been back? How long we been? Like right now, it's weird. It's like since August. I mean, I was over SP when I started this channel, and then I just did like a little bit of techniques and stuff. She came back around, and then like you saw me struggle with, it's like the friend zone thing. I'm like, okay, well, there's no way out of that. Let me try. The way friends with benefits. It's like, there's no way out of that. And we're traveling together, and we're seeing each other's families immediately. Like it's moved more for full blown relationship, where we just haven't even discussed it now. It's like, and stop. Also, that's another thing too. Don't keep trying to push well, how do I discuss to get it official? I've tried that before, and it's like buying trips, talking, blah blah blah, all these different things. It's not going to make the difference. just being, feeling, and having and living in that end state will, and enjoying the time that you do have with these people, with your SPs, and focusing on that, you'll be fine. To focus on that, make that feel like the moment. And then if you don't see them for a while, cool. Go back to that memory when you need it, or visualize something similar that you want to have with them later. And I'm kind of jumping around, but the whole point of this video was, if you want to reset, yes, you can reset. I've done it. And I always teach you guys only what I've done, what I've seen, or if I've given someone advice and they've done it and they've had a situation that was different than mine and they've succeeded, I will give you that. And I've got other success stories coming up. Sorry. I've got more success stories coming up, a lot of money manifestation ones. So I want to thank everyone who sent in money manifestations, because we did the money manifesting video and I had a success story just from filming the video 2 days later, manifesting $300. And I've got like at least 3 or 4 money manifestation stories from clients. So I'm going to try and get to those tomorrow, reading those. And then tomorrow night or Friday night, try to get into reading more Neville. And then tonight, I'll have this video, the last video I just filmed up. This one will be Thursday. I think we're on Thursday now. I'm all over with this thing. And like I said, I'm very dead tired. I wish I would have just kept walking in faith with what I was doing. But I'm going this way now. It's like, okay, man up. Fucking fight through the adversity. Make the most of your time. It's like, so I'm still doing a day job. It's a better shift than I had before. But I'm walking in faith and trusting that I will live the lifestyle that I want to live. It's just a little bit difficult at the moment. But I'm dead tired, but I'm going to keep making videos for you guys. Like I said, seeing your comments and knowing how much that these videos mean to you guys and how much they help you, it's irresponsible for me not to. Like I thought about this the other day. I'm like, I will never be able to stop making videos for the rest of my life, probably, because the value that it gives people, I would just feel like a shitbag if I just dropped the channel. Like walking away from a day job or something like that where it's a career, even if it's a career, it's like walking away from that, you're a number in a system. You're a cog in the machine. You're gone, they won't miss you, they'll find someone else. Here, you guys make me feel like someone of value. And I feel like all of you guys are people of value. I know you guys are all people of value. And that's why I try to spend as much time. If you send me messages in the DMs or on Instagram or an email or comments, I always try to answer. I always try to give my best advice. When we do coaching, that's why I usually go a little bit over the hour. And like I said, I'm trying to get into this thing now where it's like, if you can't afford the $100 for the 1 hour, just do like $25 for like a little 10-minute audio message. Like you send me 10 minutes or whatever's bothering you. I'll send you 10 minutes back of what I would do and how you should change it up. So slowly but surely doing the best I can to give you guys the most, and close to getting monetized, close to 1,000 subscribers and membership channel and stuff like that, which is my ultimate visualization. And it's like, should you talk about your manifestations? I tell you guys that, and I tell you guys everything because I've always been an open book, which what I admired about my fitness idols, Greg Plitt and Rich Piana, was that they were always open books and they always told you about their personal life, and people love that. And I've always been that way with everyone. That's why I'm, oh, you're so trustworthy and stuff. It's like, I'm just an open book. I've got nothing to hide, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know about me. And it adds to the fact of like, a goal I always had was like, I was very insecure. So it's like now I just say whatever I want to say, because what are you going to do to make fun of me? It's like I make fun of myself, which also be careful. Remember, self-talk. We want to keep positive self-talk and not self-deprecating, but it's like the way I grew up. South side of Chicago, your family breaks your balls about everything. So fucking some stranger online, you get better at roasting people back. So if any of you do online content and stuff like that, or see a troll or something, don't let them fucking get to you. You don't let anyone or anything on the outside, SP, circumstances, job, anything influence, and I'm guilty of this too, influence your thoughts, because you give them all the power. All right, guys, with that, all the stuff you need to, if you want to watch my other channels, if you want to do the coaching or the little tiny coaching sessions or whatever, send me messages. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to keep trying to film as many as I can tonight. All right, see you on.